I am resident of Colorado for YouTube. Jules Sades. I'm joined by my buddy Gordon Dymowski, my buddy Alan Gallant.
My contract for this podcast.
Well, yes. I will send you something. I can't guarantee it'll be cash.
Well,
Paper clips.
Yes.
Well, Alan, to be fair, Jewel did send me a lovely fruit basket.
Well, that's nice. He didn't send me a fruit basket.
Well, that was part of our contract. So he may be sending you one, maybe an edible arrangement.
Oh my god! So this is season 2, episode 18 of Macgyver. It's entitled "Partners," which this marks the debut of a character called Murdoch, played by Michael Debar, who's also a musician.
He's also married to Pamela Debar for a number of years, the famous groupie and chronicler of early 70s rock and roll.
Now, Michael was all over television after this. He appeared in episodes of Jag. He appeared in episodes of Suits, one episode. So he was all over TV, all over the place. But here he's playing a professional killer, a hitman, if you will. Okay, what did you guys think of this? Because this is a huge character that's going to be a part of Macgyver. What did you guys think of Michael Debar's character here, Gordon?
I think Michael Debar, has always had a certain amount of swagger. I mean, this is a guy who, at the time, because he was lead singer when Power Station, which was a super group, went on tour.
Yes.
And he said, sometimes the right earring is as important as the right attitude.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, he was the guy you hired when you couldn't afford to get Adamant. And he does have, I think he's very aware of what his role is. He gives it just the right amount of menace. It also helps that he's got the weird little scar thing on his face.
Oh yeah, they kind of, it looks like a waffle iron hit him or something. Yeah.
Right. And so, I think it's it's one where it's easy to say it's serviceable, but I think he gives the right amount of enthusiasm for it. Whereas I think any other actor would just be like, if you put in the guy who played Stuart Anthony Head, the guy who played Giles in Buffy, he'd probably give the role as much enthusiasm as he did those Folgers crystals, those Folgers coffee commercials he did before he did Buffy.
Yes.
Michael Debar, pitch perfect.
Yes, he is an excellent TV villain. He really is, and he's British, so he's got the snobby sort of swagger of a Bond villain for television kind of thing going on there. So it's kind of fun. This is also a fun episode because it's kind of like a double origin, episode, which is a good episode to pick. So well done.
Yeah, it was really cool that they're tying not just Pete Thornton and Macgyver together. They're tying Pete Thornton and Jack Dalton together through Macgyver, because Macgyver is always doing favors for his friends, especially Jack Dalton, who's played by Bruce McGill, and Animal House. Anybody?
Yes, he was D-Day. He was like, he's the ultimate big brother. The one that can get you into trouble and get you out of it again, on the back of his motorcycle. I always loved Bruce McGill. Everything he's ever done, I've really liked it.
He was really good in Time Cop, too. And Matchstick Men with Nicolas Cage, if you Macgyver is driving Jack Dalton's cab. I jumped ahead, sorry. But Macgyver shows up in a junkyard to meet Pete Thornton. He thought Pete sent him on a scavenger hunt. Pete Thornton is in a taxi cab trying to play contortionist, sort of. And he says, hey, you sent me this. And they assume that Jack Dalton has orchestrated all this.
Practical joke, yeah.
Yeah, practical joke, until they read the newspaper with what Macgyver was sent to find, which is like a little like this little bar
magnifier.
Yeah.
He
had the bar magnifier, and Pete had the newspaper. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an obituary for the three of them.
Yeah, for the three of them, and then they realize, okay, Jack did not do this.
No.
But they soon learned that it was Murdoch, who they thought was dead because he ran into a building that was literally getting ready to be demolished. Sorry, here's my question to you guys, because we do learn that Murdoch is a master of disguise. How cool was the? I mean, they're bringing this big bad heel to Macgyver that's gonna, and he ain't going away either after this. Right. He'll be back. What did you guys think of that?
A nemesis is always good for a hero,
right?
And he's a kind of a nemesis you can bring in every once in a while to spice things up.
Yeah, because Macgyver is not the kind of character who has a lot of natural enemies. Like, he's not a secret agent, aggressive guy. He's a problem solver, and and
he's an all-American boy type more than he is, like suave or aggressive, like you said.
Yeah, and so you kind of need someone who is a very active antagonist, and Murdoch fills that role. Where it's that, and because Macgyver tends to sometimes fall into plots, it's rarely like, okay, I'm going to get Murdoch and go after him. It's more like, he's involved in something, maybe he's babysitting, or, maybe he's working at an ice cream parlor, and there's Murdoch.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, because the things they're going to do with this character is just crazy.
And half the time they think he's been killed, because that's the way they leave it. It's sort of like a soap opera villain that gets killed, but they never find the body.
Yeah. I love the debate. Dana Elker kind of steals this episode too, because he's like, we should have searched, because you learned that when the building was demolished, that it was searched by authorities. But Pete, and for whatever reason, Pete and Macgyver either weren't allowed to search or just didn't. It's not real clear on that end, I don't think.
Right. Well, it was a chain link fenced in and all this whole thing, so you could almost forgive him for not searching for it. This is a great episode for Pete Thornton. He's man of action. This is early Pete Thornton, where he's running around with a gun and chasing villains and stuff. So
but I do have a question. Do we think that, like, at some point Pete Thornton was talking to Macgyver and said, like, hey, I've got this cousin up in Maine. He's a sheriff, and he dealt with a vampire for years and didn't know it.
Didn't know it until afterwards, right? Yeah. Pete's the brother that actually succeeded in law enforcement.
Yes.
He's a half brother, different fathers. That's why they have different last names.
And a good looking toupee.
That's right. Yeah, I thought that the toupee was hilarious.
Yes, it's interesting too, because you do find out that Murdoch is initially Pete's nemesis, because Pete's after him, because
that's correct.
Pete is an agent. He is on the job. He's like, you follow, because Macgyver tries to help Murdoch, unknowing that he's a killer, that it's a man. He's dressed like a woman. He sounds like a woman.
Well, they actually used a woman to play him in those early scenes too, where you don't see the face, because it was just easier to do it that way, and it made the disguise look more believable and kept the audience in the dark. But a little quick editing, and all of a sudden you've got Mike in his drag costume. But it's pretty cool.
Yeah. They do a really good job with the voice too. The woman, timing it, because again, you're an act in the mirror looking at that was really cool. And I love the reveal too, with the rocket launchers. He goes, she's a man. He's a killer.
That's right. He's a killer. Well, even his name recalls the word murder. Murdoch.
Yeah. Here's another question. Do you think Murdoch ever wondered about that one goofy American cousin who was hanging out with the guy, with the guy with BA and
the A-Team,
Hannibal,
He spelled
it's
his
funny.
name with a K on the end of it, though, just to make
Yeah.
sure he was different. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because today Universal announced that like they're rebooting Knight Rider.
Yeah.
They're going to do a Knight Rider $6 million man Airwolf shared universe.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I
Now,
read
now,
that.
now, I can see Knight Rider and $6 million man, but no, don't do that to Airwolf. Airwolf is a piece of creative genius. It is
Yes.
the closest, the only, it is maybe the second greatest piece of media featuring badass helicopters, and the
That's right.
first is Blue Thunder. I
Yes.
mean,
Yes.
Yes.
years ago when I was a comic blogger, there's a guy that I met, and we still interact, named David Campbell, and his idea was he created the early meme of everything was Airwolf. If you thought something was really cool, it was totally Airwolf. So
Yeah.
like, Jewel Austin 316 is totally Airwolf. That kind of thing.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, Airwolf was a great show. It should not be one shared universe now. I mean, I could see Knight Rider should be its own thing. I mean, in my opinion.
So what are they going to bring Hoff in to play Devin this time or something?
Don't know. They just announced the shared universe.
Yeah. They got to bring the Hoff in for some kind of cameo at least.
Maybe they'll kill him off in the first 5 minutes.
He'll choke to death on a hamburger when he's drunk in his daughter's bedroom or something.
Yeah, he'll choke on a burger as he's running down the beach.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, he could do it that way too. Swim trunks and.
But who do you get to voice Kit? Do you get William Daniels?
Well, he's in his 90s. He's
No.
still around.
Yeah, he's only 100 years old.
Yeah, he's still around.
He is. Hey, Tom
Both he and his
Baker-
wife, who starred with him in St. Elsewhere, they're both still alive.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Tom Baker's in I think about 80, and he's been recording for Big Finish for years.
Yeah.
So
I think he's 88 actually. He's
okay.
getting up there. Yeah, he's getting up there. He dropped a whole bunch of weight in the last couple of years, but he's still doing cameos, greetings and stuff, and he does like TikTok style videos for his fans and stuff like that. So.
Can I give a suggestion for Kit? Steve Bloom. He's a voice actor.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
You could also have Mark Hamill do it.
Yeah, Mark could do it really well. So yeah, there's with this episode, guys. Like Alan was saying, it's sort of a double origin story. Macgyver having to break the news to Jack Dalton, who has two broken legs.
Good comic relief from Bruce.
Well, I think the episode before this was a two-parter, and I just saw it on Tubi. Was a two-parter with Jack Dalton, so I could see where it's kind of a okay. That's where his legs get broken, and
yes,
I
agree. But he is totally comic relief here in his bed, and flopping around, hurting himself.
He's treating. I like how he treats Pete Thornton. Oh, you're here to buy my taxi?
Yes,
it's in great shape. Well,
it was. Sorry. Oh, what's a dent in it?
Dana Elker leaving the room.
It's like there was some good comic relief in this episode, no doubt.
No
doubt.
And that's the thing too. Murdoch doesn't try to kill MacGyver. And tries to kill Bruce McGill's character, Jack.
Yeah, it's anybody that's associated with this caper,
Yeah.
Even the guy who supplied the taxi has to go.
How unpredictable do you think that made the character, in you guys' opinion?
When I saw him in the Nurse Drag, I thought of I thought of the Joker. Now, he's obviously not as unpredictable as the Joker, as anarchic, but he's pretty close in places.
Yeah.
And he is a bomb nut. He likes dynamite. He likes explosives, all of that sort of thing. So he's pretty unpredictable.
Oh yeah. Gordon.
I think we're starting to see like he's a very meticulous planner.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he does that in order to be a little bit more spontaneous. So he's not like, he knows, okay, yeah, I've got the bomb under the bed, I got this, I've got contingency plans. But he didn't expect MacGyver because,
No.
Right.
I think his plan was okay, get rid of Pete Thornton. Like it would have been like a 5-minute episode. It's like, oh,
Right.
okay, the guy with the toupee died. Who cares?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When you see the toupee flying through the air.
That would have been
Too
funny.
bad.
That would have been funny too. I think that's crazy too how it ends, because that's MacGyver gives Chase, him and Peter giving Chase out of the hospital for Murdoch, and that's sort of where this is coming to, like the past is coming to the conclusion before the episode, because it's like, not that that's the end of the episode, but like the origin story where you see Murdoch go into the building and it just implodes, and it's like, but you do see the make. What I love most about the character is all the makeup Michael had to wear every time he played this character, because they did a really good job applying
scarring and all of that stuff.
Yeah, to make it believable that, okay, this dude somehow, some way.
When he was a kid, he was playing with dynamite and it blew up in his face, that kind of thing, or firecrackers or something.
In many ways, like, and I want to get you guys' thoughts on this. I viewed Murdoch sort of like one of those indestructible serial killers on this. Like, no matter what, this dude's gonna come back and get you. Keep coming back. Or the Energizer Bunny.
Well, I think Gordon is right. I mean, he's a really good planner, but he can also improvise when he has to. He's highly intelligent, so that's how he keeps slipping the noose.
Yeah, because if you think about it, he's the exact opposite. He's a parallel to MacGyver.
Yeah,
his parallel is really good. So like, and the great thing I love about MacGyver is you learn practical life hacks.
Yeah,
like if you're ever in a cab and you're going to have bazooka shoot on you, you grab some shoelaces, a paper clip, and a wrench.
Yep.
Bingo, automatic cruise control.
Yep.
And like I know that, like, if Jewel and I were ever trapped in a tractor trailer with a cab, and we had 7 minutes to go, we know, okay, you find a can of oil, some pantyhose, a muffler, and rust, and a car battery, and we can get ourselves out. Like you don't.
We don't gas ourselves to death. You can get out.
Like you don't get that kind of information on Star Trek.
No, you don't. They actually did. I think they did some legitimate research for some of them.
Did.
Well, they did.
They did. Richard D. Anderson has commented on that many times.
Yeah.
He said they always found a way for him to get out of this stuff.
Yeah.
He said it's like, where do you find this?
Yeah, it's like occasionally it's unbelievable even for him, and then prove it to him.
Yeah. And Mythbusters did a episode on that too, which was really cool. So what's you guys' favorite scenes?
I think the getting out of the tractor trailer for me, because it was like, it's it's easy to say, oh well, it's unbelievable they'd have all that there, but it's like, okay, they had what they had. Would have been great. Would not have been as suspenseful as if MacGyver had the idea. Oh, okay, well, okay, let's look, see what we've got, and do it. And I think I'm always good for an explosion. I'm always good.
And the stuff that they find is stuff you'd find in a car, or around a car. It's not that unbelievable. That whole scene, the setup, starting with them, that it's kind of like a whole act, really. The setup of them being tricked into the car, crushed, thrown into the back of the truck, and then having to find their way out of it is really good. It's well written. It has good progression to it.
I got two. The Jack Dalton's bed getting blown up. That was just
Yes, that's again more hilarity.
more
kind of thing.
hilarity.
Yeah, and I love that I forget who says it, but it's like, well, it's Pete who says, well, it's rigged, so it's going to only explode up.
And he's sitting on it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And obviously my number two is the fact Murdoch holding the dynamite driving toward
Yes.
like
Yes, of
that
course.
was like this dude is pure crazy.
Yeah, he's determined crazy. Yeah.
Yes. That the ending is my favorite, and the
Mhm.
how the camera's going off too. I think, and again, because it's going to play into Widowmaker, the episode he comes back at,
Right.
was such a whoever thought of that idea was genius. Really, really great writing. I give this episode a 10, guys. What do you guys give it?
Well,
Yeah,
I give the entire series a 10. So
Yeah, it's a really good, well plotted series to begin with. But this episode is fun because of the double origin and all of that stuff too. So
Yeah. Sorry, my dog's barking.
that's all right. You got a dog, he barks.
Is there anything you guys want to add before we go?
MacGyver's on Tubi. Go watch it.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
You'll have fun.
all on Tubi right now. Yep.
And the DVD box set is at Walmart for $40.
That's
I
not
bought
the
it.
whole
Yeah,
series.
so support physical media, people.
Yeah, it's
Physical
true.
media is important.
If it's important to you, get a
I got
DVD
it.
player or a Blu-ray player and get the physical media.
We do the next when we do the next episode of MacGyver, I'm going to show off my box set.
Okay, cool.
So it's right next to the Dark Shadows box set.
Oh no, that's important. Because you're going to go for the stuff you watch most.
Yeah.
And may I also remind people that there are thrift shops and Goodwills, so you don't even have to go to like buy a fancy new DVD or Blu-ray player.
Nope.
And you can find most manuals online by just searching for the unit number, file type, :PDF.
Yeah. And every series has episode guides that are also up online.
Yeah.
In one form or another.
No, yeah. Hell yeah. Another one I picked up there was what was it? Oh, the Rockford Files. Yeah. But
also a classic series.
Yes, absolutely. Link to Gordon Dymowski's Amazon page and website is going to be in the description box. Link to Alan Gallant's YouTube channel. Colin's Port After Dark is going to be in the description box, and I'm going to leave a link in the description box to my Murdoch character retrospective I did way back when.
Cool.
In the description box. And yes, link to Patrick McRae's Dark Shadows Day Book of Bounds is going to be in the description box. Go pick that bad boy up. It is an awesome read for DS fans like all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen, I'll see you tomorrow night for Dr. Detroit. Have a good one.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.